Good morning, my students. Year 9. We are going to study the properties of magnet. Magnets attracts iron pieces or iron filings. The filings of iron near its end or the force of the magnet concentrated at its poles. The force of the magnet concentrated at its ends. The filings of the magnet at the poles, which its force strongly magnetic parts, like iron filings or nickel or cobalt. They are magnetic parts. When we divide any magnet into halves, the rearrangement takes place inside them to form two different poles, north and south. When the magnet is freely suspended, it comes to rest with one end pointing to the north while the other to the south pole. North pole, due to the presence of another magnet inside the earth. The magnet inside the earth is south, which attract north, and south, which attract north. Inside the magnet is opposite magnet. So when it is put free, one end move towards the north, which is south inside the earth. The other end of the pointing towards the south, we call south pole of the magnet. When a magnet is broken into pieces, it is found that each piece of the magnet has two different poles due to rearrangement of the molecules of the magnet to form like magnet. If we have two magnets of like poles, north or south with south, we observe that repulsion takes place because the magnetic field in each side equal and opposite magnetic field in another side, so repulsion takes place and there is a neutral point between them. When we put a compass in this space, does not deflect because there is no magnetic field. While if we have south pole with the north pole, attraction takes place due to the presence of magnetic field between them. From this we observe that there are materials which is called magnetic materials and another substance not magnetic materials. Magnetic materials non-ferromagnetic or ferrous. Ferromagnetic or ferrous due to the presence of unpaired electrons in each atom. Unpaired electrons, number of electrons in a signal state. The other materials can be magnetized or attracted by a magnet like iron, steel, cobalt, nickel, and bronze. These materials called magnetic materials. Give examples for magnetic materials: iron, steel, cobalt, nickel, and bronze. Non-magnetic materials, non-ferrous or non-ferrous, non-ferro or non-ferrous. There are two types of iron, ferrous and ferric. This is the first is called ferrous. due to the difference in the valence electrons. They are materials which cannot be magnetized due to the pairing of electrons inside it or attracted by the magnet, like copper. All electrons inside it, according to Hund's rule, is pairing. So the magnetic field of one of them equal and opposite the magnetic field in the second, so cancel each other. This means that there is no magnetic field. Like zinc, carbon, brass, aluminum, wood, glass, gold, silver, lead, any other substance, non-magnetic or non-ferromagnetic material, non-ferrous, while the magnetic materials only iron, steel, cobalt, nickel, bronze. Any substance except these materials is called non-magnetic material. How can you transfer magnetic field from substance to another? Substance can be magnetized by first method is called by induction. By induction. How can you magnetize any substance if you have steel or iron? And this is the North Pole. North Pole attract them. This field transfer from the magnet to this piece. It concentrate and penetrate magnetic field through it by induction, by the effect of the magnet. While iron affected by the same method, because they are magnetic material, if affected by induction, induced magnetism, the magnetic field of the magnet make rearrangement for molecules of the steel or iron to be magnetized. While if we remove steel and remove iron, what is the difference between them? Iron loses its magnetism, while steel keep its magnetism. So it is called permanently magnet, while this lose magnetism. This means that steel converted into another magnet, while iron attract to magnet only, but lose its magnetism when we remove it. This means that a bar of iron, soft iron, or steel iron becomes magnetized when brought near a strong magnet or by rubbing in one direction. The near end of the bar, again, polarity. Polarity, this is the north pole, while the second pole, both of them is called polarity. Induced pole, opposite to that of the magnet. Iron magnetized easier than steel, but when the magnet is removed, iron loses its magnetism. While steel keeps its magnetism. So it is called the permanent magnet, while iron loses its magnetism, demagnetized. This means that iron can be classified as soft magnetic material, steel classified as hard magnetic material, soft magnetic material. The difference between them, iron is called soft magnetic material, while steel is called hard magnetic material. This is because steel is used to make permanent magnet. The magnetic field remains constant inside it, while iron used to make electromagnet magnet when the magnetic field is present, while when the magnetic field is removed, it loses its magnetism. The magnet that operates when there is a current. The current carrying electrons. Electrons produces magnetic field. This is called electromagnet. This means that magnetic field is produced due to the path of electric current through the conductor. Like transformers, iron can be easily magnetized or demagnetized. Magnetized contains magnetic field. Another one of them, demagnetized, lose the magnetic field. This is the first state. The second state, by stroking with magnet. Stroking with magnet means that we move the magnet in one direction by using this pole in one direction. This is called stroking with magnet. Steel bar is stroked by or wrapping by a strong magnet many times in one direction in the same direction. The induced current or the pole of the magnet is opposite to the magnetized pole. This is the second method. The third method is called electrical method. Electrical method, if you have a solenoid. This is the solenoid. Solenoid connected its terminals with a battery. What happens? Electric current passes through it, and the magnetic field produced in it. This is called by electric method. By using solenoid or by using a straight wire carrying electric current, magnetic field is formed in the form of concentric circles. This means that the magnetic field depends on the shape of the conductor. This is the shape of the magnetic field in the form of concentric circles, while in the solenoid in the form of a bar magnet. By electrical method, place a steel bar inside a solenoid. A steel bar inside the solenoid, this is the steel bar, to concentrate the magnetic field because it has high magnetic permeability. With the direct current from the battery. This is the battery, this is the source of direct current. Solenoid steel bar becomes magnetized. This is the final method to produce magnetic field by three different methods. First method by induction, second method by stroking, third method by electric method. Thank you. Goodbye, my students.